question from Mason. How busy is too busy of a shirt pattern to go with a tartan? Are striped shirts traditional? Gingham, question mark.
Ooh.
Thanks, and keep up the great work.
Thank you. Tattersall is probably the most patterned shirt that is traditionally worn with a kilt. It is patterned shirts with kilts are. It takes a certain person to pull it off.
This guy.
Not every guy can pull it off. You have to kind of know what you're doing and have an eye for it. If you're not sure, stick with solid colors.
Right.
I'm personally not a fan of striped shirts with a kilt, but I don't like it. In my mind, if you have a gridular pattern, it should be gridular and stripes. Gridular.
Okay.
It's a word now. Look it up. I'm going to put it on our FAQs on our website.
Yeah, there you go.
So if you're going to have a pattern with both horizontal and vertical lines, then to me that looks much better than stripes on a shirt. That being said, if you're going to wear a striped shirt, vertical, not horizontal.
And subtle.
Yeah, and subtle. Yes, exactly.
That's the only reason I get away with this one, I think, is because it's actually a very subtle stripe. And beyond that, with either option we're talking about, it comes down to the color tones. You want to make sure that it's a really good match for the tartan if you're going to do it.
Or tones. It doesn't have to necessarily be a match, but it tones well.
It has to go.
And it has to, ideally, when I'm wearing a Tattersall shirt, I try to have at least one or two of the colors in the stripes in the Tattersall blend with one of the colors in the kilt. Mm-hmm. Don't have a Tattersall shirt that is, pink and purple and wear a black watch kilt. To me, that's a bit odd. Gingham.
Most people, that'd be a bit odd.
Yeah. Gingham check, that's fine as well. Those are typically two colors, meaning like, black and white or red and white or something like that. I'd wear it that it matches well or tones well with the kilt itself.
I would say if you want to experiment with this kind of thing, when you're wearing multiple layers, it will become easier. And if you're worried about the pattern of the shirt being distracting, having a tie on and a vest on will make it more of an accent and not an overwhelming, look at my shirt kind of thing, as if you're just wearing it casually with just the shirt and just the kilt. As to periodness, we've probably made this comment before, but back in a lot of the time period we're talking about, a lot of the history of Scotland, especially closer to the Highlands, you wore what shirt you had. They didn't worry about being matchy-matchy the way we have the option of being now. We can be real fashion plates today if we want to, but back then it's like you had a kilt and you had whatever work shirts you had, and you might have your Sunday best, and that was it. We're not talking about people who had a lot of money necessarily. So when you look at photographs or old paintings and stuff, you will see some interesting combinations because they were just wearing what they had. So experiment with it, but go slow.
And one other thing I'll say is there's a lot of community supports on Facebook. There's a lot of kilt communities. So if you're in doubt, if you're not sure if it really works or not, take a picture of yourself, do a selfie. Don't do the duck lips, but do a selfie. Put it on one of the Facebook groups, whether it's Kilted United, Brotherhood of the Kilt, any of them, and say, hey guys, I just put this together. What do you think? Does it work or no? And you'll get honest feedback. Or send us an email, sales@USA Kilts, with the shirt and the kilt that you're looking at, to match together. We'll give you our honest feedback as well.
Yeah. Some of the feedback you'll get online will be very gentle. Some will be caustic. It's the internet. What are you going to do? Different people have different attitudes about how much you bow to tradition. So, but it's all about experimentation and,
Yeah, make it yours.
Yeah, exactly.